Gear Seekers, I'm Nick. We're out here at Computex Taipei 2024 checking out what Cooler Master has to offer. I hear a little whisper, they've got some crazy monitor on display. Let's do a Cooler Master thing, but before that, here's a word from this year's video sponsor. Take it away, Claire.
Our Computex Taipei 2024 coverage is proudly brought to you by ASUS and ROG, the Republic of Gamers. Uncover the future of gaming and tech with their latest products. From handhelds to AI, from networking to graphics cards and everything in between, ASUS and ROG have got you covered. You can find links to their latest products in the video description.
Well, Cooler Master, you've done something very interesting. K-Sky reporting here, straight from the show floor. We've got the brand new N-Core 600. The version we've got here on display is not the retail version. Repeat, not the retail version. It has some gold accents, but the real one is over here. What we're seeing is a brand new case here from Cooler Master with full back connector support. You can also flip it on its head to do all of the things. The compatibility here, there is way too much to cover with what will fit in this case. You can bet your ass we'll have a review of this one coming as soon as possible. I think Cooler Master's saying Q3 for now. The N-Core 600 does have a couple interesting little things that it features as well. We've got curved glass all the way around, so it's got that panoramic view, kind of like that King 95 Ultra. Here's the thing with these cases. They're big, not a huge fan of them, but what happens is these cases come out. People are like, I love that idea, can we make it smaller? So the truth is, this has to be a thing. So we can see a smaller version. N-Core 600 though, you can flip it on its head and do all the things. It's looking pretty interesting. 199 USD when it's gonna launch. And it's coming, I think, Q3. Keep your eyes peeled, because this is probably gonna be something we're either gonna love or hate, or maybe somewhere in the middle. We've got a brand new case here from Cooler Master called the Prisma 500. This is a budget-focused fish tank case. They're looking at selling this one later in the year for about 139 Aussie dollars with no fans. Now, I asked Cooler Master, I'm like, guys, are you going to give us fans or what? And they told me that no one wants fans in their cases. I don't agree. I beg to differ. Give us some cases for 139 Aussie dollars and you've got yourself an absolute cracker of a deal. But the design is nice. Ooh, what's this? It can tell me how to live my life by the press of a button. What are we doing here today? We are gaming. We're working or we're sleeping. I guess if we're sleeping, it doesn't need to have anything. How weird is that? This is the most pointless thing I've ever seen on a case, but I kind of love it. Why? I can't do all of those things at the same time. Cooler Master's got some interesting concept cases here at the booth. Every year they show us something that they're thinking of working on. They've got a brand new BTF concept to support really huge GPUs, and it's kind of like a briefcase design. I kind of love all of these concept cases because it gives us a glimpse of what's to come in the future. I kind of like that the motherboard compartment is hidden when you put the panel back on as well. Like, it's just an art piece, it's gorgeous, but no word on this. I don't know if it's ever gonna come to market, but if you guys ask for stuff enough, it generally comes to market in a mass-producible way with Cooler Master. So yeah, good to see this kind of stuff. When I saw this from afar, I kind of hated it. I was like, why? Why is there another fan with the screen in the hub? But this is a dot matrix LED display, which is not your typical type of display. This is stuff that you would see in more retro focused things, which is why it's called retro. Now, okay, cool, more lighting, but you know me, I hate lighting. I'm old and boring now. What I like is performance fans. We've got the brand new Mobius 120 XT fans, and they're now a daisy chainable fan that connects to the fan frame itself. The way this works is there's a twisting and locking connector, right? So I can twist, unlock the cable, and I can get another fan. You know how I love to raw dog this stuff, guys. And we can lock another fan into place. We haven't really seen anything with this type of design with a performance focus. So it's good to see Cooler Master once again innovating and doing something different. How about that locking connector though? That's so cool. We've got some new cooler watering We've got some new water cooling bits here from Cooler Master. This is something that I think I've seen, but I'm probably not allowed to talk about. Square acrylic tube. Look how nice this is. It's kind of interesting in the way that this will really make you bend your tubes in particular ways. Now, what I'm thinking is there a way to bend the tube towards the edge so you kind of get like a diamond effect, which could be cool, or would you do it flat? Let us know in the comments. This is really interesting. There's also a lot of fittings that go along with it. I'm just gonna get in here and steal some fittings. So we've got these locking fittings where you basically just push them in and then clip them into place. Not like what we saw with Fantex, but a different approach. This is looking pretty cool, but this type of fitting and the setup is not for beginners. I have spoken to Cooler Master about this. They do want to sell this in a kit for everybody. That's not the only water cooling thing we got here. This is a very simple and elegant solution to something you might not have ever thought about. One of the biggest concerns that people have with custom water cooling is whether or not your system is going to leak. Cooler Master's just come up with this really easy solution. In this demo system here, you'll notice it looks dirty and there's a bit of red tint around the edge of things. They've purposely made all of this hardware leak. It's got a special type of paper that will detect water, which is actually, it's basically litmus paper, and it will show you where something is leaking. I mean, why couldn't they think of doing something like that sooner? And if it does leak and you fix your leak, you can replace the paper as well. So yeah. Simple solutions to simple things. I'll have some more info about all of this soon because I told Cooler Master, get this to me ASAP. I want to build something. Invite only? I should just go in there, hey?
It's supposed to be on this one.
It makes more sense on that. Now, ladies and gents, we've got something very interesting from a good friend of mine. We've got John from Liquid House. He did all of this. Now, I've got a bone to pick with Cooler Master. Guys, you put this on the wrong rig. This is supposed to be a V6, not an airplane engine. They use rotary engines. They're completely different engines. What do you reckon, John? Look, we got the... Where did you come from?
It's me.
Oh, tell me a little bit about this project and tell everyone out there why Cooler Master needs to make this a real case. They've done it with the shoe, they've done it with the Shark and...
The Sneaker X, and now it's going to be the LHX, hopefully. I mean, we're calling it the LH1, play off of Chevy's, most iconic LS1 engine, so the LH1.
It's missing 2 cylinders though.
Hey, but you know what? You can throw two 480s on that and immediately have a V8. So
480 Blazer, right?
Yeah. Oh, of course. I mean, we could also upgrade the radiator wings too to include dual 420s too.
So just tell us a little bit about the design because you are a wizard engineer. People need to know this. John has an automotive background. One of the hardest things to engineer. And now you've brought it to case modding?
Yeah, man.
It seems like a natural progression almost, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially for me and Ellie. We met at a European car show in Vegas back in 2013. And we ended up working for an automotive company in the aftermarket automotive space in the European scene. And so we've always had automotive, passions. And so being that the sim racing aspect of PC gaming is like really starting to blow up right now, it was only a matter of time until we kind of jumped in the foray of sim racing. And so we were initially reached out to by Moza, and they wanted to do some content together.
We've got some of their gear at home ready to go.
It's actually pretty nice stuff. And initially it was just their initial like R5 kit that bolts to the desk, put the pedals on the ground kind of thing. But that's like the baseline beginner level. We don't do anything baseline or beginner. So we immediately thought it's time to one up that idea. So it's like, okay, that's fine. How about you send us the nicer stuff instead, and we do an actual sim frame setup. And how do we do content with that? Okay, well, we're really diving deep into open air chassis right now. We've got our Peak chassis that we're still kind of working on doing a limited run on. We've got our L chassis, which is really kind of blown up with that as well. But it was time to kind of like shift over and shift gears, if you will, and kind of take that idea and just apply it to the Dynex. And so, being that Cooler Master has their own chassis, or own sim frame, I should say, it only just made sense. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I think we've got Thermaltake doing theirs as well, and we've got a few other companies really kind of jumping into that as well. But with Cooler Master, the whole idea is that they want to innovate and do really cool, over-the-top stuff. So
It's right there in the name, Cool
Yeah.
Art Master.
we thought it would be a really cool, fun pairing, and so we reached out to Cooler Master and said, hey, you know, we'd love to do an open-air chassis on the Dyne X. What do you guys think? And they said, yeah, let's do that. Any chance you can do that to Computex? And, you know, that was, I think, 4 weeks ago at this point. It's like, maybe we can. Yeah, sure.
And the rest is history, and it's here. It looks really good, dude, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You guys absolutely kill it. These, like Ellie and John, are the echelon, the upper echelon of case modding in the world. Everything is handcrafted. Nothing is off the shelf, and that to me is just what it's all about.
We
right?
don't like having any limitations.
Yeah.
You know, and if there is a limitation, you know, screw that. We're gonna find a way to break that limitation.
Hell yeah! That's why I love you guys so much. Where can we find you guys? Where are you?
I mean, you know, we do have a channel on YouTube. It's just Liquid House. You know, we're Liquid House everywhere. www.liquidhouse.com. We also have our own online store where you can buy an external radiator. You can buy some water cooling aspects or water cooling DIY parts that, you know, if you wanted to do some really cool stuff.
We'll be covering it on the channel soon. John and I have been talking about it. I told him, don't send me anything before Computex, otherwise I'm going to kill you.
I know. We have a care package coming your way. So we also collaborate with another company in Germany called Steel Heat Custom. So we've designed a bunch of different water cooling aspects with them as well, and getting manufactured with them. And so we're really grinding out these really fun collaborations. And it's only a matter of time until we build with that Montec case of yours.
What, the King 95 Ultra?
Yeah, King 95
I have
Ultra.
number 117 reserved for you. So yeah,
Yes,
it's happening.
I mean, it was either 117 or 420. I mean, you know. I hadn't realized
Maybe
we
that's
could-
mine.
I know. I mean, it's either 69 or 420.
You can, but we know you. You could just make your own plate anyway. You can make whatever. You can make
Very well could do that.
Yeah.
But, you
All
know,
right, John. I'm going to cut you off because I hate you. No, I'm joking. We got to move on, my friend.
That's okay,
But
man.
it is
I
good to see
appreciate
you. We've been hanging out a bit after hours. Went to the night markets the other night. In fact, Robitech thought it would be a really funny idea to buy me these. We'll get Justin to talk more about these later. What on earth is this thing? A 57-inch curved super ultra wide monitor, dual 4K displays, 120 hertz. This is the kind of panel that just wraps around your head. You might as well wear a VR headset when you've got something like this. This is the craziest thing I've seen in a long time. The truth is, this is a Samsung panel. This is Cooler Master's version of the technology. Essentially what's different here is the refresh rate for the Cooler Master version is at 120 hertz to reduce the price. Now, I know what you're wondering, what is the price? 2200 USD for the privilege. This is not an OLED display, this is a mini LED display. For people who are afraid of the OLED burn-in, this is not going to be an issue with this display. We have one of these coming for review when it's ready, so make sure you're subscribed, stay tuned, because it's going to be a crazy immersive experience. What is the most impressive thing about this whole panel is a 1000R curve. Yeah. The thing is, guys, I know you get to see all these products with us doing fancy stuff here at Computex in Taipei, but seeing this in person is insane. I cannot wait to get this. What's it called? It's called the GP57ZS, not ZS, ZS. All right, ladies and gents, that's everything I think you guys are going to find interesting here at Cooler Master at Computex Taipei 2024. As usual, special thanks to Blackmagic Design, the purveyors of the best cinema and broadcast cameras on the market. You can find links to all of their stuff down below in that dizzy description. As always, I'm your boy Nick with Gear Seekers. You peak, we seek, and I'm going to go and try and get my voice back eventually. Get out of here. Bye. See you later. There's a sneaker. Bye, bye, bye. Mate, this is what I've been looking for all day. Oh. Ah, sweet relief. Ah. Dylan's been on his feet all day, sucked in, I get to sit down. He always gives me the finger.